Fragrance community, are you guys ready to talk about some overpriced stuff? Well, this Dubai lineup felt to me as more of a gimmick to charge more. Many of these releases honestly are snoozers, but are all of them? I got one in my hand for a reason. We got a winner right here. Find out next if it's actually worth what they're charging. Fragrance family, welcome to Pop the Cherry. This is where I pop the cork out of fragrance and give you my first test on skin, give you guys all that information. I've worn this fragrance right here as my Santa Day today. I'm gonna inform you how it went. Good, bad, and the ugly. You know me, I don't hold any punches. Today, as the title suggests, you already know what I'm holding in my hand. It is from the Dubai collection from Bond number 9. Nice way to make a buck, Bond number 9. But this one, Dubai Amber, piqued my interest, and bought a bottle, blind bottle. So let's take a look under the hood on this one. Let's take a look at some stats. So release date on this one, they're still releasing some fragrances from this lineup, but this one was on older release, I guess 2016 release. How did I get my hands on my particular bottle? FragranceX.com, my partner in crime. Thank you so much for the bottle of Dubai Amber. I do have a coupon code on Fragrance X. It is my YouTube handle, Robes08. You can type it in their coupon code section on Fragrance X. You can buy as little or as much as you like. And of course you can purchase this one if it seems something that you're interested in. For me, with my taste, this is something right up my alley from Bond number 9, actually quite surprising. So I can't wait to tell you fine folks out there. So major notes to my nose. You're gonna see some of these that are not in the note breakdown on Fragrantica, base notes, all that. Who cares about that junk? Major notes to my nose, of course, this is an amber-based fragrance, so I'm assuming I wanna get some amber, and I did. Amber, oud, and civet. Animalic, oh yeah. Let's get into it. So this one right here, I really liked it. I really do. Very surprising. I'm not a huge fan of Bond number 9. They have some good releases, Silver Factory, naming that one. Actually, a couple of their Andy Warhol fragrances were actually pretty good. Of course, we got New Harlem that I really like, Brooklyn. So they got a few that I really like. Again, this is my set of the day. So I got the dry down right there, much smoother than the opening, but let's get into the opening of this one. Un pour toutes vous autres qui me regardent. So let's get into it. So off the cuff, Dubai Amber doesn't hold any punches, and I love that. It's animalic, she's resinous and balsamic at the same time. It has a little gusto to it, a little oomph to it, and it's a little daring, a little challenging, and that's what I want from a Dubai series. I don't want anything easy to wear. So the opening of Dubai Amber has animalic touches with warm, ambery, sweet, balsamic quality with a touch of powdery aspects. Really a good mix of notes here. Very much daring, challenging as an opening. And it is going to smooth out later on in its life. It has that oud, barnyard, cheesy quality to the scent with a sweetness that rounds it out with a pinch of powdery aspects. If that's the best way I could really describe this opening, is that it's going to give you that barnyardy, cheesy, like oud quality. I can detect oud, it's fairly obvious in this scent. And I'm gonna list it in my major notes like I did, even though I believe that Fragrantica didn't list it at all. And I'm like, what are you guys missing? And I'm also gonna add civet in here. I feel like there's some civet, some animalic touches here. Again, that's not listed, but I feel like there's a bit of it in here, not too animalic, but it gives this scent and it helps that challenging and interesting appeal to me. So very much a fragrance, if you're not really deep in this hobby, if you're not really into challenging animalic, barnyardy ouds, you know, this is not up your alley. If you're really new to Bond number 9 and you're starting to like the really easygoing Bleecker Streets and all that kind of stuff, This is going to be like something that's going to hit you with a ton of bricks, and you're going to be like, that opening is going to be like, oh. I like it, and there's a bit of sweetness in here, and it's almost like a fruit punch like sweetness. It has a very artificial feel to the fragrance, the sweetness, but it has a darkness to it too. The note of Gourjon throws off a powdery, woody, spicy, clove-like appeal to this scent, and its appeal shows right here. An opening only for experienced nose, in my personal opinion. I really think that, yeah, I don't think any beginner would really like this stuff. You really need to have an experienced nose, but I absolutely love the opening of this one. Now let's get into the dry down where this thing mellows out. The dry down to this one, I was hoping for perhaps actually more. With that big bold opening, I was like, come on, give me some more here. The transition to this scent is fairly nil. There's not much moving parts. It just really mellows out. What you get up top is pretty much what you're gonna get into this dry down. It gets less challenging here. And I felt it was more brown, more sweet, almost caramel like the color of the bottle. A little tamer, a little easier on the nose, almost gourmand-like. It was kind of interesting that it went from barnyardy, challenging to more of a gourmand-like feel, but it really didn't morph much. It just lost its challenging notes, and it started smoothing out to more of a gourmand-like scent. I love gourmand scents, and I love animalic scents, and this one, for now, at least in this, my first couple delves into this particular fragrance is, it's showing me both. So a good release in my opinion, and you're gonna see later on in this in this video, the price tag on this one is an upwards of, I believe, $500. Little much for what you're getting, but very interesting scent. Now let's get into the revolver where I talk about seasons, day or night, versatility, projection, longevity. So let's get into it. Seasons, something like this that has the thickness that this one has, that's a no-brainer. Fall and winter, this is perfect for the seasons right now. These Canadian winters, this is exactly what this is built for. Day or night, I feel with, of course, the challenging opening of this particular fragrance, I think is more of a nighttime scent. Personally, for me, I wouldn't wear this to work at all. Maybe a casual day use in the cooler weather, this would work well. Versatility, that's where this one's gonna get hit hard, and that's where people are not gonna pull the trigger on this. They may like the challenging parts of this fragrance like I do, but at the same time, wearable, hardly. It depends on your nose. I can find ways to wear this, especially in Canada. When a nose like mine in a seasonal base like Canada with me, cold weather most of the time, this is going to be an easy wear for me, but less versatility for a lot of people out there. Projection and longevity. Longevity, some of these bonds do really well on my skin, some don't. This one was right in the middle, 7 to 9 hours as far as the longevity, so not bad. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'd like more, but 7 to 9, I'm not going to complain. With above average projection, so really good as far as performance goes and for what you're paying for and the type of fragrance that you're buying here. You do want it to, you're going to be the lion in the room. You are the one that's going to morph the room in your scent, good or bad, depending on who's around you. This is that kind of scent, and that's what kind of scent I want here. So my overall thoughts on Dubai Amber. Again, this lineup, when they first released this lineup, I started laughing. I think they're charging $550 USD. So for a Canadian like me, ouch. So I was like, yeah, good luck getting my money on that one. But this one, they did a good one. So overall, is it worth the price of $550 USD? Hell no. I'll tell you right now, hell no. Is it good? Yeah. There's always going to be some scents out there that will fall in that category, right? And especially what Bon is asking here is unreal for what you get here, but the worth of it is very subjective. It depends, again, in any hobby, it depends on who's pulling the trigger. It's your wallet. And I can see a fair share of people pulling the trigger on this one because they have the same taste as me and they have a lot of money. But other than that, would I buy this again for the price tag? Probably not. But, would this make a top 10 Bond number 9 fragrances of all time on one of my lists? Yeah, maybe even top 5. It's that good, actually. Especially in this early running, it's doing very well on my skin. I really like the challenging parts of it, and it's very surprising from a brand like Bond No. 9 releasing something like this. Unfortunately, I'm poo-pooing on them, but at the same time, I'm like surprising that they released something like this really good. There's not much videos on YouTube on it, and understandably why, pricing, availability, stuff like that. So a video like this I love doing because not too many people can get their hands on it, not too many reviewers can, and not too many people would want to. It's a challenging scent, but for me it's good. It's a good release from Bond No. 9, so I can't wait to wear it more in this cooler weather. You know, we're right in the thick of this Canadian winter right now, so this is going into testing in the vault for a full-fledged review, and I can't wait to test it more. So now that you know what I think, my initial thoughts on this one, I'd love to hear your take on this one in the comments below. I'm sure it's going to be crickets. There's not too many people that have an opinion on this particular fragrance, but if you see this Dubai lineup somewhere when you're going shopping, this amber one, go check it out. You know, forget the indigos and whatever else that they're releasing under this umbrella. Go for the amber. Check it out. It's good. If you enjoyed this content, please hit that like button. I certainly appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell. Are you part of my notification gang yet? If you haven't checked me out, I am on Instagram, Twitter, and I'm also on Facebook under the same handle, Robes08, and I'm also now officially on TikTok. Trying that stuff out. Let's see where that goes. I do have a Facebook group called Fragrance Guru Nation, where myself and 16,700 scent heads talk fragrances. So if you got a Facebook account, come join us on Facebook today. Well, this is the part of the video where I tell you guys that I posted this on social media and asked everybody on my social media what they thought about the fragrance. Well, crickets. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, nobody. And this is the kind of videos that I love doing because now you have at least one man's opinion on a super expensive fragrance. So you got my opinion. Unfortunately, I can't share anybody else's because nobody really has smelt this fragrance. So unfortunately for that, I'm sorry. At the end of the video, you're gonna get nothing, but you do get my take, and that does help out a bit. Hopefully, as always, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your uber expensive fragrance purchase wisely. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.